Hello, Jessica.
Hi.
Thank you so much for spending time with us on the Dear Professor series, where college students who take courses online speak their minds. This is our very special segment called Remember the Time. For this segment, I would like for you to share one of the funniest, scariest, nerve-wracking, disturbing, or fulfilling situations you experience in an online course.
Alrighty. So one of the scariest, funny later, not funny at the moment, times I had in an online course was when I was at home one evening. I had just gotten off work, picked my daughter up probably from one of her extracurricular activities like gymnastics. So I'm tired. I already don't want to do this test that I had to do, but it was literally due that night by 11:59 p.m. in one of my EDU classes. Um, and the test, I believe, had 50 questions exact on it. My daughter at the time probably was 3 or 4 years old, and she was a handful in the evenings, always cuddling up to me while I'm trying to do, my schoolwork and everything. So she was cuddled up with me that night. I had my laptop in my lap. I'm taking my test, and the test has a timer on it too, by the way, so we can't forget that part. Um, I think it had like a 2-hour timer maybe, and the time is going down. I'm at the end of the test, probably on number 47, 48, and my daughter cuts my computer off. And I can laugh about it now, but at the time, I literally went, "Oh my God. Oh my God, you just cut my computer off and my test is due in a few minutes." My fault for being a procrastinator and waiting until that last second to
Right.
do it. Because I probably could have gotten the teacher to reset it and everything if it would have been earlier in the day or the day before, anything like that. But wait till the last minute. She cut my computer off, and I don't think I was close to 11:59 p.m., but I know it was like the evening time. So I'm panicking, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna have to take this whole thing over. I'm probably not gonna have enough time to at least do that." Luckily, when I opened my computer back up and turned it on, it was still right there at the same question.
Really?
It was, and I was so glad. I don't know how that happened. I was expecting it to just having to refresh or anything, but it was still right there in that same spot.
Oh, Jessica, you had me on the edge of my seat. I thought you were gonna say you had to take an L and get a 0 and ask for some extra credit. Oh my goodness, that was such a good story. So look, let me just ask you this one question. How did she turn it off? She just pressed the little button on the laptop or how did she do that?
She did. She pressed the button because, I mean, with kids, they always are interested in what we're doing, and
Right.
she always wants to do what she sees me do or mess with something that I have, and everything's a toy, especially at that age. So, I mean, she would press buttons some other times because she sees me typing, and she want to do it too. And this time, she pressed the right one and turned it off.
Well, thank goodness for what did you have, Blackboard?
Yes.
Thank you for Blackboard, keeping it on and, not deleting your test.
Yes.
Oh, Jessica, that was so good. All right, well, thank you all for joining us. Remember to comment, like, share, and subscribe. Please join us on Wednesday, January 31st, when the full episode of this interview with Miss Jessica Glass premieres on the Dear Professor series, where college students who take courses online speak their minds. See you then. Bye-bye.